माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदनंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदनंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदनंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुनाजिरावनचारी यमुनाजिरावनचारी राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे राधा गोपीनाथ राधे राधा गोपीनाथ राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवी सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयते नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्ति भवति नैष्ठिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पदे गोविसा कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगे राधे वृंदेवनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये पंचकल्पतरूपस्य कृपा सिन्धुभैवच पतितानां पावनेभ्यो विष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्रद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for today's Friday evening session. We are talking about this holy name today. First we'll take one sloka from Bhagavad-Gita. Then we'll discuss about the various scriptures, what they talk about the holy name, the importance of holy name, and how we should connect the holy name to our life. We'll see about that. I'm reading from 10.25, 10th chapter 25th sloka, Opulence of the Absolute. Magarishinam Bhruguhaham Girim Asmin Ekam Aksharam Yajnanam Jaba Yajnosmin Stavaranam Himalaya. Of the great sage, I am Bhrigu. Of the vibration, I am the transcendental Om. Of sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy name Japa. And of immovable things, I am the Himalaya. Purport. Brahma, the first living creature within the universe, created several suns for propagation of various kinds of species. Among these suns, Bhrigu is the most powerful sage. Of all the transcendental vibration, Om, Omkara represents Krishna. All the sacrifices, chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is a purest representation of Krishna. Sometimes animal sacrifices are recommended, but in sacrifice of Hare Krishna, there is no question of violence. It is the simplest and purest. Whatever is the sublime in the world is a representation of Krishna. Therefore, the Himalaya, the greatest mountain in the world, also represents him. The mountain named Meru was mentioned in a previous verse, but Meru is sometimes movable, whereas Himalaya are never movable. Thus, Himalayas are greater than Meru. So here, this particular text, Krishna clearly says in this particular text that he is a sacrifice. I am the chanting of the holy name Japa. And here we'll see here the vibration, the transcendental Om. Some people that who are Brahmavadis, they chant only Om. But here is the Krishna says in Bhagavad-Gita, Om also represents him. Anything transcendental is represented by Krishna. So now we'll discuss about various from the various scriptures how the holy name is important. Our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was given Shishtashakam 8 stanzas in the Shishtashakam prayer. One of the prayer is very clearly says, Nam Hari Bhaguda Sarva Shakti. See, Nam Hari Bhaguda Nija Sarva Shakti Tatrabin Niyamata Smaranena Nakala. Eda Sriya Tabakriba Bhagavan Mamapi Durvaimam Idasham Ihajani Nanugraha. The meaning is, the meaning, O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to the living being. Thus, you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting this name, O my Lord. Out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy name. But I am so unfortunate, I have no attraction for them. That is the realization of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he came as a devotee. Even though he himself Krishna, and how we should anchor for Krishna, that is exhibited by this particular sloga. Nam Hari Bhaguda. So that the name of Krishna is very powerful. He can deliver from all the miseries, and whatever he wanted to achieve, he can give actually. But only the sincerity is our Radhana Swami Maharaj was telling, is in his lecture, is telling me, only the price which you have to give is for this, the willingness to chant. Willingness to chant, and also we should have dedicate some time of our day for chanting, exclusively for chanting. These two are things are there, then we will be able to easily get Krishna. Now, we will take the various Puranas, how that particular holy name is important, we'll understand. The Padma Purana says, Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Suddho Nityamukto Abhinatvam Nama Namini. That this particular text clearly says there is no difference between Krishna's holy name and Krishna. When you chant the holy name of Krishna, Krishna actually manifests in front of you. In front of you. But the thing is, since we are not having the faith, how the Krishna is coming in front of you, the Sachinanda Maharaj says, Krishna can come to us if we chant very, very attentively, sincerely. He can appear to us in three ways. One is he can appear before us directly, by he has appeared before Dhruva Maharaj, like that. He can directly come in front of us, or he can appear in our heart. Appear in heart as a Paramatma inside the heart. He will reciprocate us. One is. The third thing is he can appear through our thoughts. When we understand, when we are having very transcendental what is called realization, or we suddenly get some service attitude, or if we want to go to Dham, we want to do some little seva to Krishna, these are the thoughts not coming automatically. Since you are chanted the holy name of the Lord, one of the process of the holy name is it purifies your heart. Cheto Tarpana. That means once it purifies the heart, naturally, when the heart is purified, you want to do some service to the master. All of us have got different masters in this material world, in the mundane world. But ultimately, our full only master is Krishna. That will come slowly by chanting this Chintamani, Nama Chintamani Krishna. Then it talks about in the Vishnu Sahasranamam, the sloga is that Shri Rama Rama Ramedi Ramo Ramo Manorame Sakashanama Tastulyam Rama Nama Varanami. He says, once a person chant Rama, then actually this is Shiva instructed the Parvati. When the Rama Nama, that once you chant this the holy name, Rama is actually very pleasure potency. He gives happiness to people. When you name the chant Rama, so we are so much blissful. So whatever miseries you have, immediately you get something of hope that some Lord Ram is in front of us. He is the hope. Like that, suddenly you get once the word is Ram is uttered out of our mouth, out of the tongue, immediately some kind of a what is called some ecstasy comes in your life. But that's the power of the holy name. Chanting it is equivalent to saying Vishnu Sahasranamam 1,000 times. One name of Ram is equivalent to reciting 1,000 times Vishnu Sahasranamam. It actually the Vishnu Sahasranam, 1,000 names of Vishnu is coming. Different names like Govinda, Rama, Krishna, Madhava, Madhusudana. Many names are coming. Principally, 12 names are there. What we are doing for our Achamanam, no? Kesavaya Nama, Achudaya Nama, Anandaya, Govindaya Nama, Vasudeva. These are all 12 name principal name. Out of important name is Govinda and Narayana, Krishna. All these names are coming. Then Krishna in Brahma Samhita, Brahma says, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadirudur Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. He says, he is your supreme Lord and you are eternal, you are origin, and he has no other origin, and he is a prime cause of all causes. This is very important. Cause of all causes, Sarva Karana Karana. So many kind of cause and effect will be there in our life. Many cause and effect will be there. Ultimately, all cause and effect lead to Krishna. Here, first of all, we saw the Padma Purana. It talks about the holy name of Krishna, Vishnu. Then we talk about Shiva. He is also telling Parvati what is the importance of Ram Nam. And here, Brahma is also one of the prime demigods. He also talk about Krishna. Actually, if you talk about the two very important gods, demigods and Shiva and Brahma. Actually, Krishna is also a Vishnu form only. Vishnu need not say actually, because these people who are subordinate to Vishnu are certifying, glorifying Vishnu in the song. You are the premier Lord. Adi Purusha, you are the original. Then we are even Padma Purana says, Ramanti Yogina Ante Satyavante Chit Atmani Iti Rama Badmasho Param Brahma Abhitahete. The supreme absolute truth is called Rama because the transcendentalists take pleasure in unlimited true pleasure of spiritual existence. Ramante Yoginam Ante. When they will get happiness, automatically they chant the holy name of Lord Ram. Then with Vishnu, the Padma Purana also says, Smratavya Sadadam Vishnu Vismartya Na Chachitso Sarva Vidhi Nisdana So Yetayor Eva Kinkare. The meaning of this particular sloga is Krishna is the origin of Lord Vishnu. You should always remember him, never forget any time. All the rules and prohibitions mentioned in the Shastra should be servant of these two principles. That is why the Prabhupadas formed the International Society of Krishna Consciousness. The word itself, ISKCON itself is represent Krishna. Always remember Krishna, never forget him. That's why when Prabhupadas formed this international organization, many people suggested they give the God consciousness name. But Prabhupada is very, very merciful. By just keeping the name of the organization, Krishna International Society of Krishna Consciousness, he is asking us to repeat the Krishna's name so many times. This is called the Acharya. Acharya means who can guide us. What is the easiest path and also the correct path without any adulteration. So he came to this. Prabhupada has come as a representative of Krishna, as a representative ambassador, and to give to us Krishna in such a way we never forget it. Always remember Krishna. Now also there are in Padma also one of the slogas says, Neham Tishtandi Vaikunta Yogina Hridayeshva Tatra Tishtani Narada Yatra Gayanti Mad Bhaktaya. Oh Narada, I am not in Vaikunta, nor I am in the heart of a yogi. I remind where my devotees glorify name, form, qualities, and transcendental pastime. This is very important for all of us. We have to design our life in such a way, we remember always glorify the Krishna. When you chant this holy name, what we are chanting is actually begging Radha Krishna, please engage me in your service. And also we understand the meaning of Hare means internal potency of Krishna, and Rama is pleasure potency, and Krishna is all attractive. When this combination of name, Hara, Krishna, Rama, and makes us to understand what is the importance of the name, and by sincerely chanting this holy name, automatically the forms will reveal to us in course of time. Similarly, the qualities of Krishna, we have to contemplate what are these qualities of Krishna. What are the qualities? Bhakta Vatsala is always want to always help the devotees to reach him. And the transcendental pastimes. All the pastimes of Krishna, if you see very scrutinizedly, all related to his the glories of his devotee. So wherever the devotees are glorifying his holy name or chanting with that, Krishna is always there, Rama is always there, Hanuman is always there. So we have to understand, when we are practicing spirituality, we are not alone. We are surrounded by so many great souls who are trying to help us actually. This hope at least is the only hope which we can help us to achieve such a big task actually. Then also in the Valmiki Ramayana, there is also one phrase which is coming very Nagendra Prabhu, when he came last time, he has recited this sloga. Ramaya Ramapatraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunadaya Nadaya Sitaya Padaya Namaha. Here, wherever Lord Ram is glorified, he is glorified about dynasty. He has come in the Raghu dynasty. He is the husband of Sita. Like that, whatever we do, connection with the devotee is already there. His name is not alone. If you see, when Prabhupada also said, no, Krishna, you will not find Krishna alone, standing, just giving a pose. He is always surrounded by a cow, Radharani, Yasoda, Nanda Maharaj, or Yamuna, somewhere other Kadamba tree, somewhere other he will be there. You will not find Krishna alone. Alone, he doesn't want to be. You want to be, kept aloof. You want to meditate. Like that, he is not there. He always want to be surrounded by devotees. That's why he is called Bhakta Vatsala. Wherever devotees are there, Krishna is there. Wherever Krishna is there, devotees are there. This is a nice combination. Then we talk about this particular the slogans of Bhagavad-Gita also. They are also is glorifying about Brihu, the Krishna, even if you have so many dosha. For example, about the Brihu. Brihu, you know the story when you want to, when the saintly people want to test who is the Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Always people say, sometimes Shiva is supreme, Brahma is supreme, and Vishnu is chanting this, what is called Shiva's name. All these confusion is there. So they decided to test who is the best of all the three gods. So then the Brihu nominated the Brihu to go and check who is a demigod, who is a supreme. So first Brihu goes to his father, Brahma. When he goes to Brahma, the Brihu actually has to offer obeisances to the father. Whenever you see an elderly person in a family, you have to bow down and offer obeisances and in a respectful way. And Brihu has to do, whenever he go to meet his father, he has to, even though he is his father, he has to bow down before him, offer obeisances and glorify him. That is the way normally he behaves. This particular day, since he went for a mission of testing, he said, I will not give any respect to the father. Let me see how he is behave with me. Immediately, the Brahma got agitated. He wants to actually so agitated, and you want to give a curse to him. Somehow he withhold the curse because saying that he is his son. So he is misbehaving, so he is tolerated, somehow he tolerated. Then Brihu next he went to Shiva. Shiva is also son of Brahma only. So in a way, Brihu and Shiva are brothers. So actually when Brihu went to Shiva, Shiva got up from his seat and came to hug him actually, embrace him, and so that want to receive him very nicely, in the traditional way of a brother to brother relationship. No? So when he went there, when Shiva came closer to him, he said, don't touch me. You are always contaminated, and like all this, not a pleasant word he told, it all displeasing words he told Shiva. Shiva got really angry. Shiva actually want to open his third eye. Because so much, then somehow, and Parvati came there and pacified him, and somehow, that he walked off. Then he went to Vishnu, directly he went to Vaikuntha Loka, because he is so powerful Rishi. He went to the same mission, he went to Vishnu Loka, and when he went to Vishnu, the chamber, there actually Vishnu was lying in another side of bed, and the Lakshmi Ji was massaging these lotus feet of Vishnu. Actually, Brihu has audacity go and kick directly the Vishnu's chest. Just Vishnu, after getting this kick from the Brihu, Vishnu got up immediately and went to Brihu. Started offering doing massage for the lotus feet of Brihu. See, Vishnu actually told, my heart is like an iron, like a thunderbolt. Your feet is like a lotus. It would have probably hurt you. That's why I'm massaging like that. I'm very, very sorry. I am very, hard to this one for your feet. You cannot be like that. He was. That time, Lakshmi left the abode of Vishnu and came in Tabas, seeing that this particular the behavior of Brihu, she did not like it actually. So why you are telling Brihu, even though he has offended Vishnu previously, now also because Madarishina Bruhaha. This is what you have to understand how the Krishna values each one of the person, the good things what we are doing. He is not worried about how many times we did bad, how many times we fell down from our spiritual path. He is not looking at it. If we had done one Hare Krishna Mantra Japa very nicely, then Sachinanda Maharaj says, immediately our name is noted down in the diary of Krishna in his personal diary. This particular person has chanted my name. with pure conscience at least once. So he deserves my mercy. Like that, he takes up separate care of the devotees. So that is why we have to understand. You will not find you find a God who is very very loving in nature, like a father loves a child in spite of so many mistakes children commit. Still, the father is affectionate to the child. Similarly, here we are all children of God, even though we make many mistakes. But if you have done one chanting of Hare Krishna Mantra, that can save, liberate us from all these anarthas what we have been doing so many years. Then Kali Santra Upanishad says, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It is Sodasakam Namnam Kalmasa Nasana, Natta Paradarobhaya, Sarva Vedesu Dishtayade. This 32 syllables of Hare Krishna Mantra can liberate from the repeated birth and death. This Kalika Santra Upanishad says. Then we have to understand what is very important for us is we are living in an age where the Kaliga, where is full of anarthas. That is very important factor we have to understand. We cannot be very proud either of our birth or of education or our the opulences, whatever we got from God. We cannot be proud at all because we have got defects, unlimited defect in Kali Yuga. Let us understand. From Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a slogan, first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 1.1.10. Prayena alpa ayusu sabaha kalo asmin yuge jana manda sumanda madayo manda bhagyahi ubatrida. The meaning of that particular slogan is, O learned one, this is spoken by Sudha Goswami, O learned one, in the age of Kali, men have but short lives. So we have seen now, whatever problems we face in this material life, ultimately the destiny is the final. So we will see, they are quarrelsome. Quarrelsome for even for smallest thing. It's actually, the previously the family means it was a joint family. Joint family means somebody make mistake, that somebody gives misbehave. All these things they were tolerating. Tolerating was maximum. Nobody will quarrel with people. Small, they will forgive immediately. Moment what you used to say now. Moment a person who did some mistake, you should not think I committed mistake. Before he thinks he committed mistake, the person who has got insulted, he will forgive him. That was the nature in the previous yuga. Here, what happened? Even if you are what is duty bound to give, are you duty bound to forgive? Like you are elderly people or saintly people or who are having some authority in the society, you are supposed to be respectful anyway. Even if they are against you, even if they are not supporting you, this is a normal etiquette. Previously, they used to follow. For example, and the parents, when the parents in the previous generation, when the parents say anything, the children will not give back answer. They will, whether like it or not, they have to obey because they know the parents are the ultimate the benefactor of them. They have to listen to the parent. We will not be appealing to them with the intelligence they can understand. They whatever they say, it is for the good. At least that much thing that previous generation people used to think about the relation with parents. Now that parents, the children doesn't respect the parents. Similarly, the parents also, because how this has happened now, parents has to have some respect for the saintly people. They have to go and ask when they are having some problem with the grihastha. They have to go and ask from saintly people for guidance. They also doing what they what is the thoughts coming in the mind. They are also not having any role model to emulate. And also the laziness. Laziness, we can understand how the laziness creeping in our life is. Laziness, even if it is good for us, we don't want to do it, we won't postpone it. For example, chanting in the Hare Krishna Mantra is good. And we are supposed to chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mantra every day. And we will send only 2 rounds will chant, 4 rounds will chant, it gives happiness, that's all. Why this is happening? Laziness and lethargy is quite common in the Kali Yuga. Everything they want to postpone. If it is a good thing, they don't know to do. Misguided. Another aspect is bad. Which is religion, they don't know. Somebody is doing rituals all the time, without guided by anybody, they will continue to do that. You know, and unlucky. Of all these things, unlucky. Lucky is not in a favor at all in Kali Yuga. Because why is not favorable to Kali Yuga? You have to understand the entire environment which we are living is polluted. The leg which is this particular the pillar of dharma is standing is all gone. So only truthfulness is to some extent prevailing in Kali Yuga. Cleanliness is not there. Compassion is not there. Truthful is only there. And what is the next one is truthfulness, compassion, and this one. What is this one? Cleanliness. Everything, all the three factors, which only the truthfulness is there. And above all, are disturbed. Disturbed means for practicing spirituality, you have to have a peace of mind. If your mind is not peaceful, you will not be practicing any spirituality. You will be able. You will see for chanting this Hare Krishna mantra means you have to focus your this Hare Krishna mantra, each syllabus nicely. You should hear it. For hearing, that mind should be peaceful. Unless the mind is peaceful, you will not be able to practice even this the simple method of Hare Krishna mantra also. Very, very what is called? Very sincerely or attentively. Main important is attentive. See, one is an effort. You put your effort, and also you should also have kind of a sincerity to achieve your purpose of chanting Hare Krishna mantra, attending and hearing. These all go by side by side. If your sincerity is there, your whatever effort is there, you get purified. Or you are putting effort only. There is no sincerity. Just doing mechanically has no meaning. So now we'll see this. Even though these kind of so many things, anarthas are there, one of the important factor which Sukdev Goswami gives to Parishit Maharaj is at the end of this Srimad Bhagavad is Kalordosha Nidhirajan Asti Eka Mahan Guna Kirtanat Eva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Vrijet. My dear king, although Kali Yuga is a ocean of fall, there is still one quality about this age. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage, be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. The important element is, simply by chanting Hare Krishna Mantra, one can become free from material bondage. What is the material bondage is, we identified ourselves with the body. And we also having a false ego. These two are the things which is blocking us actually. When a person is having identity with the body, naturally false ego comes very prominent. And he doesn't want to do even if something is useful for him. But only by chanting this Hare Krishna mantra, our Chaitanya Prabhu is guaranteeing whatever success a person want to achieve can be achieved only by simply by chanting this Hare Krishna mantra. See, now you have to understand what is our condition. See, what is our condition is here, he says, Ai Nandana Tanuja Kinkaram Paditam Va Vishamana Buddha Krabaya Tava Pada Pankaja Tuli Sadasham Vichitya. O son of Maharaj Nanda, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen to the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. This humility. That before that, Trinadavi Sunishena, that sloga is, Trinadavi Sunishena, Taroravi Sagishna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtanaya Sadari. When a person chants with humility, humble like a grass, taller like a tree, and offering respect to others, expect none in return. This is the quality of humility. Humility means not showing humility only one time. Humility has to be practiced throughout your life. Then only that chanting the Hare Krishna mantra will enter your heart very, very nicely. Kali Kale Nama Rupa Krishna Avatara Nama Haito Haya Sarva Jagat Nishtara. So Chaitanya Prabhu also say, only by chanting this Hare Krishna mantra, only Kali Kale, that the Chaitanya Prabhu himself is Krishna himself. He came in a form of a devotee. He has revealed this what is the potency of the Hare Krishna mantra. Only by chanting this Hare Krishna mantra, only by chanting Kali Kala Nama Rupa Krishna Avatara. Krishna has appeared in the form of his name. That's why I told you, Nama Namini. There is no difference between Nam and name from Krishna and Krishna. Both are having the same potency. When we chant this holy name Krishna, your heart will get purified, and naturally you will attracted to Krishna. Then, and Chaitanya will also give instruction to all of us. Yara deke tare kaha Krishna Badesa, Amara Agya Puruhana Tarahe Desha. Instruct everyone to follow the orders of Lord Sri Krishna as they are given Bhagavad-Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way, become a spiritual master, try to liberate everyone in this land. See, there is two words used in Bhagavad-Gita. One is called Kripana, another is Brahmana. The difference between Kripana and Brahmana is Kripana means, Maisar, he wants to keep everything for him. He doesn't want to do anything good to others. Even though he's got a lot of money, he uses money only for his selfish purpose. And even though somebody is deserving, he has to extend the service, even though his heart want to help him. He so much his heart is contaminated or with selfishness, he doesn't want to give somebody anything. But on the contrary, a Brahmana is a person who want to give even if doesn't, if even he become a pauper, he want to help others. For example, the Brahmins are giving knowledge to others. He may be poor. He doesn't, in the previous generation, they were not expecting like a tuition fees was not there. They will give education. If they want to give something, they will give. Previously, it was given so much broad-minded. They did not trade with that knowledge. They were giving the free knowledge. Similarly, the Brahmana, if we are obeying of Prabhupada, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving instruction for all of us. Whatever we got, the spiritual knowledge has to be distributed. For example, when the draw the water from the well, automatically they get filled. Similarly, when you give something to the knowledge to others, automatically our knowledge get uplifted. Our knowledge get purified. We got nice realization. We want to we get we got a blessing from people. These are the something which you can't equate with money. Something you can equate with money. The money is a mundane thing, but blessing is not mundane. Blessing is even carried forward this life itself also beyond this life. That's the difference between blessing. Here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is given all of us, especially who are taken a birth in this Bharatavarsha. Our duty is we have to do that Paraupagar. We have to give some kind of welfare to others. We have to live for others. That's the difference between the Brahmana and Kripana. So since our Srila Prabhupada was broad-minded, he has taught this. See, he could have himself, many of these acharyas, what they do, they preserve their knowledge to themselves, or maximum they give to the disciple. Beyond that, they keep it as secret as possible, because they want to only enjoy for them or give liberation to the disciples. But Prabhupada made this the Krishna consciousness movement such an amazing thing. It has spread to the nook and corner of all the world. And because of his mercy, we are able to practice Krishna consciousness even in this Kali Yuga. So much anarthas are there. See, even we are able to practice, and our mind is become peaceful to some extent. We can't say we achieved perfection by chanting. There's still a long way to go, but our process is there. So now, if time permits, we'll just take only particular one pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where it is related to the particular sloga. With that, we'll end. So we will take an example of two examples we can take. Jagai and Madai story, everybody knows. There they were actually, even though they hailed from a nice Brahminical family, because of the association, they got drifted and they become all what is called misguided people in the society, troubling people, and they gone to the extent of breaking this, what is called earthen pot on the head of Nityananda Prabhu. All this episode happened, but because of Nityananda Prabhu has so much merciful on these two brothers, and Chaitanya Prabhu delivered them. And after that, many of the Vaishnavas were going to him, taking blessing from Jagai and Madai. And Chaitanya Prabhu also instructed to them, never talk about the fast. If you talk about the fast, you will get offended and you will fall down. Similarly, we have to understand here, when we come to Krishna consciousness also, we should be careful in dealing with Vaishnavas. Because now Prabhupada also says, you cannot understand Vaishnava by looking at the external things. He may be internally purified, he is maybe a different level. You can't judge a Vaishnava by simply his appearance or with the knowledge. We can't understand. This is all internal. Only the Krishna and the Vaishnava only knows what is his standing. We can't offend a devotee. Then we talk about Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur, even though he was beaten in 22 marketplaces by the Khan Kasi, but even then he was not prepared to stop chanting. He said, I will immediately let you out to stop chanting. You are born in a great family of Muslim. You are not supposed to chant this Hindu's name. And Hindus were also complaining, in Muslims were complaining. That's why he said, no, I will leave you now, but don't chant. But Haridas Thakur is called Namacharya because of this purpose. He said, even if you cut me to pieces, I can't stop chanting. That's the power of. Even you, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati also. When you see how these people are, lived by the example, when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, of the spiritual master of Prabhupada, started his Chaitanya Mat, and he want to establish this Hare Krishna mantra throughout the world. He has 6 years, he was chanting 192 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra. That means 22 hours he was chanting. When it was raining, it is a hot sun, he was to take the help of an umbrella, he used to chant continuously. So we have to understand from this example, the Chaitanya of the Hare Krishna mantra is very powerful. And we take an example of Draupadi also. Draupadi, when he was having the Vastra Haran was there in the Asat Sabha, there, and even though Dushasana was trying to pull her sari and all, when he chanted his holy name of Krishna as Govinda, he came before him, expanded in the form of a sari, unlimited sari, and he protected Draupadi. So we have seen many of these examples in our Prabhupada's disciples also. Many of them, even though they practiced Krishna consciousness, when Prabhupada was there, sometimes they drifted. Before they're leaving the body, Prabhupada used to appear in a dream. They used to get connected to the temple. Before leaving the body, they were surrounded by devotees chanting always the holy name. And with a very, very nice consciousness, some of them said, Prabhupada is waiting for me. Here is Prabhupada. Like very good realization they had. So we have to understand, we have got an amazing example. And Chaitanya Prabhu's pastime, only 1 minute I'll stop it. Chaitanya Prabhu was pastime. Once Chaitanya Prabhu went for a yatra, and 5 years he did not go to what is called Navadip. Suddenly one day he decided, I will go to Navadip. Like that he went to Navadip. And here he was stayed in the Vidya Pachaspati. One devotee's house, he stayed there. He came and appeared before them because all these devotees from different parts of the Navadip crossed over the Ganges, went to the other side of the river where his house was there. And Chaitanya Prabhu is seeing this, so much enthusiastic people. He appeared on the terrace of this Pachaspati's house and greeted everybody. After some time, Chaitanya Prabhu disappeared. When Chaitanya Prabhu disappeared, so all of them said, and he is Vidya Pachaspati only is keeping in his house like that, and they were floating all rumors and all. And suddenly Chaitanya Prabhu went to some other place, they located him. And at that time, Chaitanya Prabhu gave 4 instructions to the devotees who are there. That's instruction applicable to even today now. He has given, always chant Krishna's name, worship Krishna, hear about the pastimes of Krishna. And also, most precious thing is, you add Krishna to your life. Then again, Chaitanya Prabhu disappeared. From then he went to Kulia Gram, he went. So we can understand from this, Krishna in the Bhagavad-Gita is said that Jaba Yajna is important. Of all the sacrifice, you can't do any sacrifice in Kali Yuga. Only the Hare Krishna mantra you can chant. And also, we saw in Srimad Bhagavatam also, and the Kali Yuga has got many doshas, but one important this one also is one of the important benediction is we chanted this Hare Krishna mantra. Only by chanting this Hare Krishna mantra, we'll get purified. All anarthas will go away, and whatever is applicable to other yugas can easily achieve only by the chanting this Hare Krishna mantra. So we have got the nice process by the costless mercy of Prabhupada and Prabhupada's disciples who are teaching us by their own example how to focus on this holy name, how to have a faith. Of all these instructions, what Prabhupada has given is His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj also says, only a person is having the chanting the Lord's name cleans our selfish ego, allow the true light of love within a heart to shine towards God, all living beings. So in order to manifest good quality, we have to chant our holy name. And we can achieve all success only by chanting this Hare Krishna, nothing else. Unless, Prabhupada also says, environment at all you can't clean unless your heart is clean. Externally you can live beautifully, there's no problem. If heart is not clean, you will explode one day. So this our process is a cleaning process. By chanting this Hare Krishna mantra every day. Every day means we are just like taking a bath every day. We get purified of our body. Similarly, for internal purification, we have to chant Hare Krishna mantra sincerely and seriously. Every day we should, our Prabhupada also says, and many Maharaj also say, we should think this is going to be a last day for my life. So when you think that I am going to live only for 24 hours, you want to do many things which in life you are not finished. Our finished task, that's not a problem. When your body goes, everything goes, no connection with the material world. But our soul is connected to Krishna. So we have to do our render our eternal service only by chanting this Hare Krishna, nothing else. All our the duty you can stop. You can't finish your duty and go. But one duty we can carry forward is this Hare Krishna mantra. You have to do this life and also carry it forward next life. And Bhagavad-Gita, Krishna has assured, whatever you do, practice spirituality now, you'll be carried for the next life from where you stopped. So we are not loser at all at any time. So best thing is we all chant and pray to Radha Krishna to give some intelligence to practice Krishna consciousness, the way in which he is taught by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Prabhupada, all our group, disciplic section, all our gurus, and also have faith in his holy name. If you have 2-3 things which our Chaitanya Prabhu and our Srila Prabhupada is doing, and we'll be able to achieve perfection this life, and our next life is very much guaranteed. Thank you, Hare Krishna. I'll stop here, Prabhuji.